Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? I hope you're all doing fantastic. So it's good to be here. I'm Megs, in case you didn't know. I said I was going to come back and do some crafting this week, so here we are. It's exciting, isn't it? So I'm going to show you just a couple pieces of ephemera that I made. Excuse the mess. I tried to block it out the best I could. You know, it's just the nature of the beast. Also, if you hear my children, they tend to be loud sometimes. Okay, so these are a couple pieces of ephemera. So cute. I think they came out great. This is a journaling card that I made for the Woodland journal. Oh, and I was playing around with these art stones. They just came in, so I haven't had a chance to use them yet. I ordered these over a month and a half ago, and they just came, so I'm super excited. These art stones are awesome. I ordered these smaller ones too, but those haven't arrived yet. Probably not for another week. The mail is so backed up. But anyways, but I was just playing with them on here. I'm going to put some art stones to fill in some of the gaps here. And so I got this faux grass that I put on here. Also in the background, I used some of this handmade paper that's really textured. It's almost like a rice paper, but it's really awesome. Anyways, I decoupaged it on with some of this, my favorite distress collage medium, the vintage. I love it. I use it so much. It's almost gone. I have another one coming. By the way, if you want to get this, I mean, they sell it everywhere, but ASC is a great place. On Etsy, I love that store. But if you know, on Amazon with the tax and everything, Amazon is the cheapest. I looked everywhere for this stuff. eBay has it too, but I think Amazon's the cheapest after shipping. But I did just order mine from ASC because I do love supporting her. I love that store. Anyways, blah blah blah. I love to rattle on and on, don't I? Anyway, so yeah, we just have a little mini collage here, and then I added a feather, this beautiful owl, a piece of the Edith Holden book, or a little cut out of that, and then yeah, so I did this fake grass, which is kind of something that goes on the bottom of like a terrarium, and I found it at the dollar store. It comes on these strips. Of course, I don't have it near me, but it comes on strips like a roll, almost like a tape. And it was, rolled up, and I thought, oh, that looks cool. So I grabbed a roll, and I thought, I can cut that up, and it was, of course, shedding and everything, and just coming all apart, crumbling everywhere. So I added inks to it, and then I sealed it with tons of Mod Podge. And I love the way it came out. So, yes, it is 3D, it is textured, but this is a keepsake junk journal mostly. So, my keepsake junk journals it's what I call them. They have really huge 3.5-inch spines. They're 6x9, they're gigantic, really big, and I do lots of artwork in them, lots of 3D artwork, because it's not really meant to write in, and that's what this person wanted. There are some places to write, but most of the places that I make to write in a keepsake junk journal, you can actually take out and write. So, whether it's paper in a pocket, a journaling card, stuff like that. So anyways, this is a journaling card, and so on this side, I'm talking a lot and going all over the place, I'm sorry. So anyways, I'm going to add some of these art stones. I think it'll be cool to fill in the gap. I also put some of this moss on here. I need to speed it up. And the moss was brown, also from the dollar store. They only sold brown Spanish moss, and I wanted green. So I just colored it myself, and I really love how it looks on there. Again, with the, not Mod Podge. For this, I used the Fabri-Tac, and it's not going anywhere. Perfect. I'm going to put the art stones on with gel medium, because gel medium's awesome, and it's very transparent. You could use glossy accents, but there is matte gel medium as well that isn't super shiny, or, I'm not sure actually what I'm going to use, but I'm thinking gel medium for these. Probably want to get them out of the lid before I put the lid on. Okay, so that is one thing that I want to show you, but the back is the main reason I wanted to show this to you. This is the back of it's a journaling card, but I know there's not a lot of writing spaces on it. It's just kind of like, I don't know, for looks, I guess. But she wants penguins in her Woodland journal. So it's not just a Woodland journal, it's woodlands and wildlife. So there is penguins and things like that. And this is just all kinds of wildlife. She loves penguins, and I had to find a way to incorporate the penguins in a Woodland journal, because that's originally what she you know, she said, I want a Woodland journal. And I'm like, penguins, what am I going to do with that? But it's been actually my most favorite part in this, adding the penguins in. I think it's been really great. Incorporating them into a Woodland journal has been really fun, and I did it in a, you know, a super awesome way, I think, anyways. So anyways, here they are in some, you know, beautiful background, those cute little penguins back there. And what I wanted to show you, I've been talking so long, is I haven't made a video like this in a while, can you tell? But yeah, is this tape. Look at the tape. Is that cool? It looks like vintage tape. You know, if you have an old book with old tape in it that somebody taped the pages that ripped, it turns yellow and grungy and beautiful. And it was so funny because I have this really old book called, it's the Patchwork Quilt. It's a very, very old rendition of that book. And almost every page, somebody really loved it. They taped the crap out of that book. It was ripped all to heck. And all the tape was super yellow. And I'm like, man, I need that yellow tape. Like, that would be so cool in mixed media or on your junk journal pages or whatever. And I was searching Amazon, Etsy, everywhere, like vintage tape. Like, how can I, you know, look for some kind of washi that looks like that? And I couldn't find anything. Not even 3 days later, Nik The Booksmith. I love her. She is the godmother, isn't she? Nik The Booksmith came out with an awesome video that I'm sure you probably already saw if you're watching this, but if you haven't seen it, it's linked below. Go watch it. Like, seriously. One of her awesome subbies gave her the idea to take Scotch tape and use alcohol inks on it, and that's what we're going to do today. But I wanted to show you a couple examples. It was quite the intro. So I did my oxides on this background. I love my oxide backgrounds. And then did like a grungy outer edge, did my vintage tape, and then just a mini couple piece of paper. This is a little, just a piece of printed digital from Medieval Mirage. And then here's another example, which I wanted to show you this piece of ephemera as well. If you haven't seen Teal and Tatter, you should go, is that Teal and Tatter? Did I say that right? Yeah. Her video's linked below for this. This is awesome. Also, Wendy did this as well. I think this was Wendy's idea. So it's just a flip book thing, and I adore it. I adore it. And both videos are great. They're going to be linked below as well. Go watch them. So I made this. It basically is like a flip, you know, like 2 card holders. So like 2 envelopes. I can't talk. And it goes over your page. So you'll have your page like this in the book, and it just goes over the page like that. Isn't that just so beautiful? Oh, love it. And then, so I did the tape in this one too. So here's this page. I'll just show you guys. It has a pocket. You can see the little pocket protector I used to look like glass, like a window. And then just some words cut out of the Edith Holden book. Here's a cute little tag that I made. Isn't it adorable? That's little images from Mrs. Coggs. And then we have this cute little tag. I've just remembered I have my gloves on from the alcohol ink. At first you guys are probably like, why are you wearing gloves? But isn't that so cute little tag I made with those little stamps that I got from Pam. And then on the back there's just some little writing scribbles. So that's adorable. And then this side is real grungy and beautiful. Alcohol inks and distress ink. And then that goes right in there. And then this comes out like this. So it holds, it's a pocket. And just did another image from Mrs. Coggs. That's wood grain in the background with alcohol or oxides on it, and stain sprays, and just some cheesecloth. And then in the back did a really grungy alcohol, I keep saying alcohol inked, again my oxides and stain sprays. And then this actually is a stamp, all the little cracked lines, which I love this stamp set, and I can't remember the name of it, but I got it finally in the mail from like a month ago. Oh, here it is. I'll put the link to this below because I absolutely love the stamp set. It's all dirty. This is what it looks like, you guys, and it is one of my favorites. I can't remember. It's I can't remember her name who did this, but it's got some cool words kindness, daydreaming, priceless, remember, fly away, amazing, curiosity, focus, peace, do it, inspired. And my favorite are all of these little number clusters, number letters, and then this right here is that really cool like cracked effect. So I did that on here, and then these are the number clusters, if you can even see that, and it's got like distress powder on it, which is like an embossing powder, and it's got like a scratchy feel. It's really cool. It's like sand. So I just embossed it after I stamped it. So yeah, really cute. So that goes right in here. And there's some handmade paper in the background on this, and I used sari silk at the top to connect it. I wanted to do it on camera, but there's already 2 great videos to show you how to do this that are linked below, so go watch it. But yeah, sari silk at the top, and it was white sari silk, so I just dyed it again, dyed that. So then you can just flip it over. This side is pretty grungy looking. I wasn't super happy with how that came out, just I feel like it looks a little plasticky in the middle. But it's okay. It does have handmade paper in the background. I used a lot of the Distress Collage medium. And then these are just cutouts from the Edith Holden book. Okay, and then it flips over. We have another collage right here. I love this one. She wanted some Bible verses or Christian type sayings are fine, she said. She is Christian, so I wanted to add them where I could. Just ripped this out of a book that I have, not a Bible, just a book, and then did some, you know, stickers. There's some collage. This little part right here, this print in the background is, behind the bird is from Tracy Fox, and then this more of the Edith Holden book, Tim Holtz ephemera. Then this comes, oh, let's see, then we got this side. This is what I want to show you with the tape. So then you see again, we have the tape, and I just love how that looks. So I made this tape using Nik's method, and I put it on my collage, which I, you know, have different pieces of ephemera. This is from, I think, oh, I can't remember. I'm not even going to go there because I can't remember. I have a little number stamp set, and then just, again, Edith Holden cutouts. Those were actually already ripped out, so I just pieced them together on here, outlined them in Stabilo, and then, as you can see, the tape goes on really nicely, and then I just used the Mod Podge over it. Again, I wanted it darker, so I used the Distress Collage Medium over it, and it worked out really nicely. So Collage Medium, Mod Podge goes over the tape really good. So I just think it looks so good in, you know, works like this. And then, oh, did I show you guys this one? And then we have another one. I used another piece of tape under here, so you can see that look under there. It looks really cute. Just another scrap paper, a little stamp. Here's another piece of that tape. So I just love using the tape. Little tabs I cut out. I think this is an image from Old Design Shop, I believe. So, and then again, my oxides in the background on top of stencils, and then I just stamped that and then did some spraying. So there we go. Took a long time to show you guys that, didn't I? But I wanted to show you what we're going to do, or what, you know, some of the things you could do with that tape that we're going to make, and it's so simple, so cute. I really, really enjoy it. So here we go. So isn't that just so adorable that I can't wait to use this in my journal. All right, so very simple stuff here. You're going to get out your alcohol inks. Now, I imagine you could also, if you don't have alcohol inks, use alcohol markers. I'm going to imagine. I guess we could actually try that out. I didn't think about it, but if you hold on one second, let me grab a couple markers and we'll test it. Oopsie. So I'm going to grab some Copics and oops. Alright, so I'm going to grab some Copic. Yeah. And let's see. This one. Okay. Alright, I didn't want to be gone too long. So So sorry about that. I didn't think about it till just now, but I grabbed some Copics, some Winsor & Newton, and we'll try these too. I didn't think about it, but I know not everybody has alcohol ink. So first I'm going to do it with the alcohol ink and show you the colors I used. And yeah, so what you're going to want to do is get a piece of, this is just from a, you know, like a package. So something that the tape will come off of easily. So it's like a waterproofed edge, you know, that comes in some kind of packaging. You can also put it on a, you know, page protector would work. Also, oh, you know, I can't think of what the word is. You know, that stuff. But yeah, I'm sorry, I just can't think about it. Wax paper, if you want to like glue, I know it's a lot of work, but if you want to glue a piece of wax paper onto like a piece of like cardstock just to line it, I'm sure that would give you a nice surface to be able to tear the tape off of easily. So we can do that too. Just use what you have, but you don't want it to stick to, you know, Scotch tape usually comes off pretty easy anyways. But yeah, so anyways, this is just a piece of packaging that's kind of that shiny material. So this is my tape, and I did different strengths, different colors. I really love this right here, and I love the yellowing. That really looks like that vintage, but you can even do colors, which I think I'm going to do for my finishing up my fairy journal. I think I'm going to do some purples and pinks and stuff like that. So my favorite colors for this are these four. And alcohol inks. I have mushroom, which is, I love. Mushroom, sepia, gotta have sepia, teakwood tech, which is probably my favorite one for this, teakwood tech I think it's called, and then sunshine yellow. I think yellow is important to have because it really gives that old look. This is with less yellow, this is with mostly yellow, so I really like that. Now, please watch Nik's if you haven't already. Of course, I keep saying that because she does tell you, she didn't have brown, and she will show you how to mix up a brown color. Basically, anything opposite on the color wheel, you'll get a brown, but she really gives great examples of like what like red to use with yellow or whatever. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'm probably way off, but she does a great job. I just love how hers came out. And then I just grab a little brush. I actually have these. I bought a bunch of these. They're eyelid scrubbing brushes for like false eyelashes or something, but I have to scrub my eyes a lot because I have blepharitis. It's a horrible thing. But anyways, I bought these in like bulk, and then I realized I don't want to use those on my eyes because I know, you know, brushes can hold a lot of bacteria. So I had a whole bunch that were never used, and I actually got a silicone brush to use on my eyes, so that's cleaner. So I got all these that weren't ever used, and they're awesome in the craft room. So I can actually put a link below to this too, because in case anybody asks, they're great. They're really great for stenciling, and they're great for this. So I already did this side, as you can tell, so this is how this looks. And I actually am going to leave it. I really like how that looks. You're also going to want some alcohol, sorry. I know alcohol is a hot commodity right now, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't do this, but this is, I have to make some because I want to use it, so I thought I'd just film it, you know what I mean? I get it that alcohol is, you know, hard to get by right now, but I had some in bulk, and I just put it in an older bottle. And I think I have one more bottles like this left. Another pink one filled up. It's just 91% isopropyl, so ISO. I call it ISO. I can't say that other word. So on the side, I just put strips of the tape, and there's like 4 strips there. And then we're just going to open them all at once. And then I guess after this, we'll try the alcohol markers and see if that works, because I didn't think about it till now, and I'd like to know actually. So I don't have a specific order. I'm just going to drop it on. And it's really just to your liking. It's how you want to do it. And just, you can't mess it up because all you got to do is wipe it off with alcohol if you don't like it. Or just keep playing with it. Now, I don't like when there's too much alcohol ink on something and it gets really, oops, of course I'm spraying alcohol everywhere. Be careful. I don't like when there's so much alcohol that it dries really sticky, or like it doesn't dry like flat. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever worked with alcohol inks, you know what I mean. I like it to be smooth and, you know, not sticky. Oh my gosh, quit knocking over the ink. And then I'm coming in with my mushroom, which I'm already using way too much. I never use this much. I don't know why I put this much on here, but, you know, whatever. It's not a big deal. You can't really screw this up. You really can't. It's gonna be cute or cool no matter what. Just keep playing with it. And then I'm gonna add in my yellow, and I like a few drops of yellow on each one, big drops. I really like the yellow. It really adds the old to it. Now I'm going to come in with my, now you can go ahead and smush right now. I'm just going to go ahead and spray a little. Oh, I sprayed a lot. I did. Okay, so I'm just going to come in and I'm going to just, I like to do swirls, you know. I put a lot of ink on there, so I'm just going to try not to mess up the back. I forgot I have some on the back. But yeah, there you go. You just swirl it up. I already love it already. And that's way more than I ever use, so I might dab some off just because I have a feeling it might get sticky. Now, I do like when the edges get darker, and then, you know, darker than the middle, so sometimes I'll go over it, and then I'll wipe off some and leave the outside stickier, you know, like thicker, rather. But you can just do so much, you can keep playing with it. Now that's a little too dark for me, so I might come in and spray it with the alcohol. You can also do effects like this. Maybe take a little off your brush there. And just come in, take a little off your brush there. I hate wasting. I should have a scrap piece over here that I can color, but if you want some texture, you can just go in and dab. Sometimes I like to just do that. So yeah, definitely, I know I keep saying watch Nik's. I just hate when I do a video that's already just been done recently because I don't want it to look like I'm trying to rip anybody off. Definitely not trying to do that. Just wanted to make some. I had such good success after I watched her video and did it the first time that I was like, man, you know, my junk journalers who I know are new, maybe they didn't see it, you know, so I'll just show you what's up and then of course go watch hers, definitely. But very great idea. So I already like that. I might do a couple later, so I'm just going to come in with my alcohol. Look at that. Isn't that cool? And yeah, you might think, oh no, it's getting destroyed, but you can also come in with a, oh, of course my rag's not here, but let's see. Here we go. So she destroyed it. No, I think that's what Nik did the same thing in her. She's like, it's destroyed, but it's okay. It's not a big deal. So I'm just going to come in with my alcohol again. And I think I'm just going to pick up some more of this ink that's already on the side. See, I don't have to get any more because I already have a whole bunch over here. And I'm just going to go in till I like it. I might swirl. I noticed when I swirl the brush around, okay, when I swirl it like this, it dries. See how there's a sticky layer right there? I don't know if you can see that, but there's like a thin sticky layer there on the side, right there. That's what I call a sticky layer, when it's shiny and still kind of thick and sticky, and then whereas this is going to dry smooth. So I kind of like it like that on the ends, but I don't want that all over because I don't like how it dries. I don't like that feeling. Unless I'm going to coat it after with Mod Podge, then it's not a big deal. But to get a smoother, like dry, swirling it, for me anyways, I'm not an expert at this, but when I swirled the brush like this, I seem to get a smoother finish, I guess you could say, after it dries. See how it starts drying? It doesn't necessarily always dry with the swirls. I'm not good at explaining this. It's just fun. You just have to try it and see for yourself. So, you know, pretty much I could swirl this all day in front of you guys, but I think I'm going to be good in a minute. I kind of like that edge right there, so I'm going to try to leave that. And then I think I just want a little more yellow just a little. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, just lighten it up a little bit up here. Because I usually don't like it too dark, but yeah, I'm going to scratch that one. So you get the point, and you know, you could just play with it, and I'm not done with this one. I like to play for a long time, but you know, we'll move on because I don't need to make my videos super long over tape, but especially something that's been done already. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that you can just keep going with it. You can just keep going with it and have fun, and you can't mess it up really. Like, I don't really like how this is looking now, but it'll get there. You just keep, like I said, keep spraying. And if you like these little dots in there, or the little spray, you can just leave it and let it dry like that. I mean, obviously without the swirls, but see this look right here, it looks corroded almost. Let's try that, and then we'll be done. Let's just swirl it all out. Let's try this. I have a little idea. We'll swirl it all out. I think I'm going to pick up some more of this brown. Swirl it all out, kind of do a lighter version. And let's see how this dries. Just for a minute. Let's see if we can get some of those. Oh, see, when it starts to dry, it's hard to move. What if I just went like that? See, because then that usually leaves brush strokes. Alright, so now I'm addicted. See, once you start playing with it, I'm like, oh, we're done, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. And then I start going, and I'm like, I can't stop. I need more brown. It's too yellow. Okay. Yeah, so let's do that. Oh, that was my dark color. Ah! Whatever. Alright, I want to get one more in here, and then we'll be done. Okay, so do my swirls. That's a nice color. I like that. But yeah, so basically something like that. And I also do like the ones with texture, so I just go, you know, tap my brush, tap, 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 like stippling. I like the way that stipple looks. Go like this. See, I like that. And then, see, I like the way that one looks, so I might stipple this one too. So you'll find your technique that you like, and, you know, you'll just end up saying, you know, that's the look for me. And see how it kind of built up on the edges there, and it's really dark. I like that. I like when it gets thick on the edges. And I do really like the way the stippling's coming out. So I'm just going to leave it like that, and then we're going to try the marker. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, there we go. Perfect. And just for poops and giggles, I'm going to take this just up here. I'm going to cover this one because I like the bottom. And I'm just going to do one little spray way up high. You don't want to do it right on it like I did earlier. And just a little bit. Just a little bit. Little mist. Let's see. There we go. And I'm going to let that dry. Because I like now the little holes that it left in it, or the little dots it left in it. I really like the way that looks. And I think that's a little too dark for me, so I'll lighten it with the yellow when I'm done. Or, you know, you can just take your way up high, like a foot away, and just a mister bottle. This is a fine mist. It's a face mister, so it leaves like a fine mist. Oh, of course, and then I drip a big... I said it leaves a fine mist, and then there's a huge puddle. That's hilarious. It's a pretty old bottle, so... Okay. So anyways, you see where I'm getting at. It looks cool. This is what I did earlier after playing for a while. And the top is, you know, exactly how I like it the most, I think. So if you just keep playing with it, the less can be more in this situation, and that's how you get a smooth, like I think that looks pretty smooth. And then when you take it off, get my hand out because fighting with tape with a glove on your hand is a nightmare. It just comes off really easy, and you have this. So isn't that cool? Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. It's transparent, but it's got that brown look, and it just looks so awesome. I'm obsessed. And it doesn't feel sticky. It doesn't rub off because it's alcohol ink, so that's just perfect. I can't wait to use that in a minute, which I'm going to probably be filming again because I made this to do some work. So there we go, and I'll just let that dry, and I'll play with it in a little bit on my own. So I'm going to do a quick cleanup real quick, and we're going to just do a really, let me see how long this has been. Yeah, it's a half an hour. We'll just try the marker super quick on some tape and just see how that works out. I'll just grab a couple pieces of tape real quick. And, oh, I hope that was the right cap. Oh boy. Oh no, man down. Oh, no, I must have switched up the cap somewhere, which is not good. Oh well. Leave it to me. I always do something like that. Okay, so let me just wipe this off real quick. Oh, I hate wasting my alcohol, but what a mess. It is a mess, so you're going to want to make sure you get your space nice and cleared out. I already had a mess going here, so not a big deal to me. I'm not afraid of a mess. Mess is my middle name. Should have been named the channel Messy Megs. Alright, there we go. Oh my goodness, let me grab some water. It is just sticky. Alright. Sorry about that. I really got to take this whole mat off and scrub it later. That could have been a disaster. Okay. Jeez. Okay, there we go. Good enough, right? Alright. Let me grab the tape. It should be right here. And then, what am I going to put this on? I'm just going to do it on this piece of wax paper, just because it's next to me. And hopefully I don't get stuck in here. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh, well, you know, never scissors around when I need them, but here's some. Okay, these are the worst scissors. Okay, good enough. So I'm just going to put two, or well, we'll try a couple different markers. We'll put one there. One there. And you might want to leave your tape long so it sticks to your, you can leave it long off the edges and it can stick to your background. That way it doesn't move all over the place if you want. That's what I'm going to do with this. Oops. Alright, that's good. So we got these three. Now let's try, I just grabbed, I literally have a lot more colors, but what was I trying to say? I don't even know. I'm losing my mind. Okay, I are more different kinds of markers, but I just grabbed these because I was trying to hurry. I don't want to make you guys wait on me. So I don't know if I'll use any of these. Maybe the gold? I don't know. I'm not even sure if this is going to work, but I just grabbed a couple Copics and a couple Winsor, or, oh, one's Prisma, one's Winsor and Newton. That was just right next to me, so let's go ahead. This is henna, so I don't even know. Hopefully it's not too dry. Let's try the big one. Oh, okay, yeah. So let's see. Oh, yeah, okay. Let's see if we can get... Oh, I like that. That's actually pretty cool. I like that color. It's really pretty. What a juicy marker. Okay. Ooh, I like where it's going. with this. Now, if you do put the tip, now this one onto that, you know it's going to probably get onto the tip of this marker. That ink's going to get on the tip of this marker, but, ooh, look at that. I forgot how thick that is. Let's see how this looks. Ooh. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah. This is Prismacolor in Light Umber. I wonder if we can mix the two. Light Umber on here. It's kind of cool. Bring in some of that light umber, or the henna onto this one. Okay. Then we have, we're going to try to mix it up with the alcohol in a second. This is Copic, my good marker, in Leather. Ooh, I love this one. Try to do it off the edge so it leaves us smooth instead of all those squiggles. Ooh, I love that one. That's perfect. I think I might use this too, this piece. I love the color of the leather on it. Oh my gosh, that's so good. That looks like old tape right there. I'm going to get one more so we can try the other brown. There. There we go. And then we have this one. I wish I didn't do squiggles, but we're going to spray it. That's leather. Are they both? This one's copper. See how this, ooh, I like this one too. Copper. Now, what if we did the copper and then leather? And then some copper. Ooh, I like that. So, I'm going to try some more in here. What if we just dabbed it? Let's see. This one. Did we do this one? I don't think so. This is gold or something? Light, Lionette Gold. I wonder if it would look different. Ooh, if it would look different on the... Alright, so let's just try spraying. Oh, I'm going to get a new brush here. So you can use your alcohol markers too. You can just swirl it around. Do your little swirly cues. Oh, that took a lot of it off. See, with your markers, you're not going to have as much ink on there. So you might want to just... I really like how that looks though, without touching it. I think it looks cool. Oops. Just like that, actually. So cool. I love this one in particular. I think that looks really cool. This one's a little much. Oops, and then I'm wiping it all off. Because again, it's not going to have as much ink on it, you know. So basically, if you try to rub it with anything, with the markers, you're going to take most of it off. Because it doesn't have that much ink on it, you know. Try to dab it back in there. But it's still a really cool look, like that one I love. I guess it's going to be how you apply it on, you know, with the marker. Are you going to go in swirls? Are you going to go side to side, which I recommend. That's what I did to this one, and just go off the edge so it's smooth transition. That's probably the best way to go. But, let's see. Let's try going again with a little more. Like, here's the side. I'll be so, okay. I was like, I'm going to be so mad if I'm not even in frame. So, like, side to side like this, and try to get, like, maybe just one way. Trying to make it smooth. pretty cool. That's so juicy, that marker. What if we just did like circles? There we go, that's a lot of ink. And then maybe just a little bit of this one in the middle. Oh, that squeak. I used the brush nib for that one. So, yeah, that's cool. We can do our little, we could just leave it like that. That doesn't look bad, but you can do little spritz. I like it. That's cool. So here's our tape, here's how it came out with the markers, which is not bad. Let's see what it looks like when you take it off. This one's my favorite down here. Actually, I like the bottom one. That one came out really cool. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's the bottom one. Can you see how that came out? It looks pretty corroded. Looks like old tape. I love it. So, yeah, looks like old tape. Such a fun, simple thing. Brings me joy. So definitely, if you don't have alcohol inks, you know, just grab your alcohol markers and you can make that old tape look. And again, you could just put it on your papers, and yeah, it's really fun. Use it in your mixed media, use it in your junk journals. That's what I'm going to use it for. And I think that's it. I'm going to let you guys go. Please go watch Nik The Booksmith. It's where I got this idea. Yeah, go watch her video. She does a better job than me at this, of course. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by, and I am so happy to be here. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.